I am for doing good to the poor, but I think the best way of doing good to the poor is not making them easy in poverty, but leading or driving them out of it. I observed that the more public provisions were made for the poor, the less they provided for themselves, and of course became poorer. And, on the contrary, the less was done for them, the more they did for themselves, and became richer. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. All printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. 3 may keep a secret, if 2 of them are dead. Lost time is never found again. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Being ignorant is not so much a shame, as being unwilling to learn. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety, deserve neither liberty nor safety. Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety, deserve neither liberty nor safety. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, and no such thing as public liberty, without freedom of speech. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some, for he that goes a-borrowing goes a-sorrowing. The game of chess is not merely an idle amusement. Several very valuable qualities of the mind, useful in the course of human life, are to be acquired and strengthened by it, so as to become habits ready on all occasions, for life is a kind of chess, in which we have often points to gain, and competitors or adversaries to contend with, and in which there is a vast variety of good and ill events, that are, in some degree, the effect of prudence, or the want of it. By playing at chess then, we may learn, first, foresight, which looks a little into futurity, and considers the consequences that may attend an action. Second, circumspection, which surveys the whole chessboard, or scene of action, the relation of the several pieces, and their situations. Third, caution, not to make our moves too hastily. I wish the bald eagle had not been chosen as the representative of our country. He is a bird of bad moral character, like those among men who live by sharping and robbing. He is generally poor, and often very lousy. The turkey is a much more respectable bird. Laws like to cobwebs catch small flies, great ones break through before your eyes. In our books, and men the readers be who sometimes in those books errata see, or do things worth the writing, you cannot pluck roses without fear of thorns, nor enjoy a fair wife without danger of horns. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. God grant, that not only the love of liberty, but a thorough knowledge of the rights of man, may pervade all the nations of the earth, so that a philosopher may set his foot anywhere on its surface, and say, "This is my country." Only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. As nations become corrupt and vicious, they have more need of masters. In short, I conceive that a great part of the miseries of mankind are brought upon them by the false estimates they have made of the value of things, and by their giving too much for their whistles. Only a virtuous people are capable of freedom. As nations become corrupt and vicious, they have more need of masters.